Hey guys, Adam here with Insight Branding, Marketing, Creative, here to talk to you a little bit about our most recent blog post that's Decoding Advertising Buzzwords. And the buzzwords we're talking about today are innovators and influencers. So by definition, innovators are people who introduce revolutionary new ideas and strategies. And when they're put into the shoes of being the customer, they take risks. They are the early adopters, the first to buy a new product when it comes to the scene, and the first to try to improve upon it. When they're in the position of the brand itself, it's all about standing out. And this is especially true when it comes to new technologies. Take the iPhone, for example. Not only is Apple a company that's an innovator by making a name on the tagline, "Think Different," so are most of their loyal customers. So diehard fans will immediately scrap older models for the newest iPhone, regardless of how good their old phone is working. So what's the big deal? In today's society, innovators can go by another name you might be more familiar with, and that's called influencers. In the digital age that we live in, companies are extremely reliant on product reviews, public perception, and brand image. And the truth is, most of us don't have the time to do extensive research before we make a purchase or choose to interact with a certain brand, right? So influencers can have impacts both big and small. Let's take a look at some examples. The Coke versus Pepsi debate has lasted almost as long as both soda companies have been around, right? In an effort to stay relevant, Pepsi looked to social media engagement. And their recent Say It With Pepsi campaign combine organic style content and youthful trends to appeal to their target market. And in this case, that was millennials. And they went with a limited edition packaging that featured over 200 emojis specifically designed for Pepsi, and allowing fans to take an emoji holding a baseball with them to a ballpark on a hot summer day, or one with an umbrella to the beach on vacation, right? So incorporating original blog posts and branded video content further amplified their message and ended up garnering more than 50,000 engagements, which is huge. So how can influencers do more than just push the needle when it comes to sales? The answer is pretty simple. It's giving important issues the spotlight that they need. There's a TV show on MTV called Pants Off, and it's kind of focused on an open dialogue regarding sex ed and relationship advice. And it gives confused teenagers a place to kind of access information that may not be provided to them at their school or by their parents. And in an effort to reach that audience, MTV took to Snapchat. And Lacey Green, who is the host of the show, was already well known as sort of sex ed influencer in her own right. They used her, which definitely helped to give this campaign some legs, So for 8 consecutive Saturdays, MTV ran the Pants Off shows on Snapchat, and exactly like a regular TV show would air. Their goal was to garner attention by featuring other influencers who had already had their own audiences, and increase awareness for the show's overarching message. So some of the more notable features included Vine star Clarity and YouTubers Heartbeat and Rebecca Black. But surprise, surprise, it worked. Social media can feel pretty personal, and especially to the younger generation. The level of authenticity and openness that these Snapchat quote-unquote episodes showed viewers resulted in better than 3 to 5 million views and hundreds of shares. So for some young people, there's a very good chance that this is the first easy to understand conversation about sex they've ever been exposed to. So what's the bottom line? We talk a lot about staying ahead of the curve, and at the end of the day, that means using all the tools at your disposal. So social media is a huge part of that equation. So from hashtags to followers, you just need to stay up to date on trends and look to connections that you're looking for. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you giving this a look. If you guys ever have any questions, reach out to us, but we'll see you next time.